Okay, 6 USY. Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra Yankee Delta Mike 06.
W6BBS 72.
Hey, Frank, check me in when Mike gets in. Just me tonight, K6USY 1079, but got to go put kids to bed.
Roger, we got you, Aaron. Good evening to you. K6USY, K6MYC, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. So, stream's up and running. I'll be back later. K6USY.
Roger.
KM6SR, number 432.
Is that your number, Rob?
Yeah, I'm surprised Judy doesn't have it memorized by now. Over.
Anyway, good evening. I'm pointed down toward the south. Has anybody heard Alpha 6 Sugar yet?
Negative for me. EJ727.
727, we hear. Is your cohort in crime on frequency tonight?
He said he was going to be.
Well, good evening, Mike. Anyway, good to hear you. And it's a beautiful night out. It's just cool. Probably about 70, 72 out here. If you stay out of there's a light breeze. The breeze is cooler than the air, but boy, it's just gorgeous considering the time of the year we're at here, middle of October. Pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this weather change here.
Well, I haven't seen it in the forecast yet. They did get rain in Redding, they said, a couple of 3 days ago. They got quite a good little downpour for a while. I don't know how much physical rain they got, but they said it was raining hard for quite some time. So that's a good sign. It just didn't come down any further, over.
Well, hopefully sooner or later.
Yes, sir, that's true. Anyway, if you don't hear Bill on here pretty soon, don't forget to go down and get Ralph if you can. And also let me know that you got Ralph when you get him, over.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here, okay. Good evening, 800. AA6 Sugar, WA6 AJ. No, that's not right. Yeah, that's right. And 72 W6 BBS, KM6SRR, and K6USY all in here. And that's about the size of it so far.
QSL, label 6 Sugar 800. And good evening to Judy if she's monitoring or doing the log there. I was down there and saw Aaron working stuff on that stupid FT8. I still don't have the thing to log it, but I heard a VK coming in good and worked some fours and stuff like that. I didn't. The machine does it. It's a joke. You just click the button and it starts doing its thing there. Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Did you hear anything up on sideband?
Absolutely nothing. I kept tuning down there. One guy was on CW I saw on the computer, but that was earlier, I guess, in the day. I didn't hear anything but that the screeching sounds there on 113. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Well, you got to make noise. Whenever I wasn't in that. Well, I was in the shack all day, but I was busy. Frank and I were very engrossed in a problem of clearing up some issues in an AO program, which is written in DOS, of course, and it's DOS language, and sometimes you get your feet all tangled up in that. So we fought that all day long. And I didn't even turn around. I had 6 meters on and didn't even turn around and listen. It was on. I could have looked at the screen, but I had it turned down so I didn't have to listen to the white noise. Anyway, the band is trickling. It wants to open. It's sitting there tiddling with us every day. You know, it's right on the verge. Anyway, good evening, and maybe you want to check with QUI first if you like. Want to spin over that way and see if he's here?
Roger. I'll turn the antenna. He's probably hearing me now. And I can drop the power down, then I'll immediately head off towards Ralph there. W6QUI, W6QUI. AA6S, the antenna is not on you, but it's getting there. You can probably hear it all the way around. W6QUI, I should be on you about there. AA6S, you there, Ron? Over. Doing pretty good. I got to watch when I cue the mic. I don't have any output for about 0.3 or 0.2 of a second. I got the delay set way high on this thing so I don't fry something. But anyway, doing okay. Yeah, on a whistle it goes up pretty high. Anyway, we're going to mic and I. I'm going to turn it over and see if I'm sure Mike's stopping in.
Now head over to OBS.
Are you copying them, Frank?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yes, Mike, just barely. They're pointed each other.
Let me shoot over toward Tom as long as they're quietly working QUI there. I can't hear it all. So W6QUI, are you in? I'm sorry. KW6 Sugar, KW6S. Are you here tonight, Tom?
K6MYC, KW6S, number 610.
Okay, we got your 610. Good evening. Pretty good signal. I'm beamed a little high for you, just into the bottom end of the Bay Area, but still good signal. How'd you do today? It was glorious over here today in the low 80s, if that, and just wonderful. It's nice to just leave the house open without anything running, air conditioning or anything, and just have just perfect temperatures all day. KW6 Sugar, and then maybe you can turn down toward Bill. He's working W6QUI in the Tascadero right now, but they'll probably turn up your way next. So KW6S in the group, K6MYC.
It's pretty foggy here this morning. We went out to have lunch on the wharf, and you couldn't see the beach from out there during lunch, and then about 1 o'clock it burned off pretty good, and then it was a really nice day here, and yeah, just doing pretty good. Still cleaning and rebuilding antennas for a friend of mine's contest station, and still kind of enjoying that. I don't know why. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but been kind of having a good time doing it. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, I hear you. I always get a kick out of doing antenna stuff as long as they're not fighting me, and that's most of the time. Anyway, good to hear you. Very nice copy. A little fluttery, but certainly no issues whatsoever there. I'm I'm glad you had a pleasant weather day as well. And certainly a good day to work outside or inside or wherever. I was inside all day. We didn't have to be, but we're trying to clear up a couple of issues, trying to finish up on an antenna that I'm trying to get set up for a guy. Anyway, we're doing antenna work, but it was all on paper today, and when I can't see, Frank has to be my eyes, and we were fighting AO Pro today in DOS. Hi. Anyway, good to hear you, Tom. Take another one, and then we'll shoot it up to the Bay Area. KW6 Sugar, you can take a shot. If you want to make a call, they may be listening your way. You might call AA6S and whoever down this way, K6MYC.
Very good, Mike. Yeah, I moved the antenna down there. AA6S, KW6S. Not a whisper. Very good, Mike. I'll hang around here for a little bit, and we'll be on tomorrow night. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, I take it you did not hear either Mike, AAJ, or AA6S Bill, huh?
No, I didn't hear anybody.
Well, don't go away. You might just stay down that way. You can bump a little bit more and take me out. I'll just try to work the Bay Area, but if you get them out and I hear you working them, I'll shut up here for a minute. Alrighty.
I'll hang out here distance and see if I pick them up. K6MYC, KW6S.
Alrighty. Very good. 7-3 for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow at KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, looking into the Bay Area. 1296 Bozo Net. Over. Hi there. Let me get up your way a little bit more. That should be closer. Is that better, Jim? W6PQL, I think it was, that called in and said hello, Mike. Whoever said hello, Mike, go ahead.
K6KLY, K6KLY, over.
Okay, we hear you, Russ, and good evening to you. Good signal down this way. I moved an antenna past you, but we'll come back your way. And we're looking forward to seeing you down on there, and we'll wait for your call on Thursday. Looks like we'll have, you're going to be up all night working the moon. Looks like we'll have a couple of opportunities to barbecue a little steak or something on Friday night and Saturday night. And Matt's not going to be here, so it's just you and me and Judy and Willie. And so hopefully you can run our barbecue. It runs easy. Push a button and it starts, and you can put the steaks on there, and we can rustle up the rest of it. K6KLY, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Yeah, I was going to talk to you about this on the phone. So just be the three of us, and I'll count on that, and we'll talk on the phone about whatever else needs to go with it. So everything's working as far as the equipment and antenna now, over.
Yeah, everything's working. We haven't done the final tweakies on it, but for what you're going to do, it probably isn't going to make any difference. Frank's more worried about what's going to happen to the cables if we went all the way around and did the net and stuff like that. And I've already done one net with it. I didn't have any issues, but we probably will crank it down either tomorrow or Thursday and do the final look at it. Over.
Okay, Roger. And yeah, I've got to get out of there reasonably early Sunday morning to get over to RO's place. So Sunday night I'm not going to do an all-nighter. I'm only going to stay up to about 1 in the morning, over.
Yeah, understand. That's no problem. I figured you'd do something like that, and I told Judy you'd be leaving probably pretty early on Sunday there. Alrighty, not that it matters. You're always welcome, of course. Very good, Russ. Thanks, and good check, dear. And we'll look for your call tomorrow or Thursday. K6KLY. Who else do we have in the Bay Area from Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, 1296 Bozo Net?
KB6BA 900.
KB6BA, good evening, Oliver. Not booming, but I could probably dig you out and maybe get a peek on you there. How are you doing there?
Doing well. Went for another hike today, and just doing my microwave experiments, and looking forward to see a bunch of folks next weekend. Over.
Yeah, very good. What's happening next weekend?
Pacificon Ham Radio Convention, Santa Clara County.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about Pacificon because we're not doing anything with Pacificon anymore.
Yeah, Craft will be there, and a few other vendors.
Didn't get the last comment.
Craft will be at Pacificon among other vendors, and they'll have a free market as well at Pacificon. KB6BA.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. All righty. Very good. Well, enjoy yourself up there. We'll probably talk to you before you get there. Probably be looking at you tomorrow night and maybe even Thursday. I know you have 2 meters and 432 here to check in with. Going on the hike and all. It was a beautiful day down here, really beautiful. 83 on the peak and just wonderful. So it's a nice fall, smooth fall, easy transition to winter. Gradually getting cooler every day. Thanks, Oliver. And I thought I heard another voice in there. Was there another check-in? K6MYC in the 1296 group beaming the Bay Area.
And WA6AXX.
Okay, I've got 3 of you there. W6PQL, very weak, but conditions are very poor, it looks like. We got you 1296. We got K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6WIS. And we also have Ed, pardon me, just writing things down here. 773, okay. Let me see, Ed, I'm going to shoot at you first because I'm copying you better, and then I'll wiggle the antenna for the other guys. WA6AXX, K6MYC, over.
Very good, Mike. Nothing going on here. Nice day. And tomorrow we're going to be in Monterey, so I won't be around tomorrow. I'll be awake, but not near a radio or an iPad that I can use. So probably see you Thursday, and otherwise hope you're doing well, and glad the weather's getting cooler. Same here. Very nice. K6MYC, WA6AXX.
Yeah, good. Thanks for checking in. I wish the signals were better. I don't know where everybody is tonight. Anyway, Ben's okay, but signals all just seem to be kind of weak from the Bay Area. Anyway, good to hear you, and I'm sure you're enjoying the cool weather. Okay, I'm not being here. I think tomorrow, you said. All right, let's see. Over to you, Jim. W6PQL, K6MYC, over.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, I think maybe your antenna might be on the ragged edge of pointing at me, kind of in that no man's land in between the first null and the main lobe on the main lobe. But I could be wrong. It could be just band fading. You get real strong and then you go almost immediately down. It's almost like the antenna's right at the edge of that real steep slope at the edge of the first lobe on the antenna. But anyway, enough of my complaining about signals and the strength of the band and so forth. By the way, I saw Steve on my waterfall yesterday on 222. I didn't make contact with him, but I believe he was there. I'll be able to verify that tonight. We usually do a little bit better on 1296 than we do on 222, so we'll see how that goes. And today was my golf day. I managed an 83, which is pretty good. I had 5 pars in the first 9, only 1 in the second 9, and a couple of flubs in the second, so I don't know. I just
I lost my rhythm, I guess, but good enough score anyway. K6NYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, well, you're in the room with it now. I did move the antenna, and it's very good, very strong at the moment. Probably up on a peak, both QSB-wise, and of course I'm pointed at you. Very good on the golf game and all else there. So no worries. But this should be much easier copy for you. Well, you shot an 83 last week, but you probably ended up with a better overall round. It's a really rare day when I get more than one par. I'm usually a 1 over or 2 over golfer. When I was playing, I was never very serious. But kind of fun to get out and just bang the ball around a little bit with the wife or a couple of guys or whatever. But yeah, you'd put me to shame, I can tell you that. And you'd have to show me how to hold my putter. Very good, Jim. And yeah, let me know. I'll come back at the end of the net here and see if you can give me an update on QIW there. W6PQL, and then we'll shoot it over to Paul. I think I've got the antenna in a better position for Paul now as well. W6PQL, K6MYC with K6WIS and Q. Did you copy that, Jim?
Oh, yeah, I copied every word, Mike. And hello, Fred. Fred's on frequency too, Mike, before you move the antenna. I was a little bit confused. I didn't know whether you turned it to Paul or back to me before going to Paul. So that was a little confusion on my part there. Over.
Okay, I turned it to you, and I just said Paul was in queue. Over.
Got it. Okay. You want to pick up Fred first or go to Paul?
I didn't hear Fred. Go ahead, Fred.
W6 JNN too.
Oh, JNN. Okay, we got 285, and I guess I'll get Fred here. But KD6SOK. Go ahead, Fred.
Hey, good evening, Mike. Yeah, I hear you fine. I'm not as strong as I've been in the past, but you're definitely there. I hear you. By the way, thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. Can you hear me okay, Mike? I'm just not making it.
Okay, well, we got you, Fred. I didn't get the chance to move the antenna. I was writing you and Jim in. But you're readable, but fluttery and weak. But I'm sure I could get a little bit more out of you. I'm peaked quite a ways to the north for Jim tonight. He seems to be coming up in the 290 bracket, 295 or so, compared to normal 289. So I'm way off of you. Take one more transmission. I'll bring it over toward you because that's closer for Jim, and then we'll bring it over to JNN. KD6SOK 507. Go ahead.
Okay, Mike. You didn't see us right through that time, so you picked up any strength.
I hear you, Mike. Very good.
Is 775 in here?
Hey, Roger.
Okay.
I don't have much to report. Your thing is starting to cool off, and maybe we'll get rain tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe not. All right. Thanks, Mike. 1-3, 86. Okay.
Okay, 7-3, Fred. Thank you. Good to hear you. And maybe we'll see you on Thursday. KD6SOK over to you, Jim. WB6JNN, K6MYC. Go ahead.
Okay, Mike. K6MYC, WB6JNN. And, not too much to report today, except that I guess my project with the pipes is going to be next Monday start date. They couldn't get the pipes in time, so they're doing several jobs, and so I think they just ran out of personnel in time and also pipes, but we'll be getting it done. I'm about to go out and look at the stars. K6MYC, WB6JN.
Yeah, you're about to go out and look at what?
Stars, the sky, those little twinkly things.
Oh, the stars. Okay. Is it bright and clear for you tonight, is it?
It's clear enough.
Oh, very good, very good. The moon's up, too. It's difficult to see a lot of the stars when the moon is so bright. We're getting very close to a full moon here. And right now it's up about 30 degrees, so if you're looking at the stars to the west, you'll be all right. Enjoy the evening. Enjoy the stars. Maybe you'll even see a satellite going over. If you look just right, you might see all of Elon Musk's satellites, all 16 of them there. that are passing over us on a continuum here. All 16 that are overhead when at any one given time. We're expecting our new Starlink here. We're getting a Starlink system, and I'm going to get it running and see how it plays and see what the features are, and keep it up as a backup to the other internet capability. I have a feeling we're going to have some turmoil here in the next few months, and there may be periods where the internet goes away, and we still need to have communications with a few people, and hopefully whoever's using Starlink can communicate back to us. 7-3, Jim, I'll listen for your final, and then we'll get it over to Paul there. WB6JNN, K6MYC.
Great. K6MYC, WB6JNN. Well, there's also a comet out there right before sunset in the western sky. You might look for that, too. It'll be just, at sunset, after the sun goes down a little bit, for the rest of the month it'll be getting a little higher in the sky, so should be visible, but anyway, that's what everybody's looking for also, but I've got too much clutter in my place here to see anything else that way on the horizon. Anyway, okay, very good. WB6JNN.
Now, what was it that you said was out to the west, over?
The comet. It'll be in the, when you can see Venus near the horizon, the comet should be to the right of it, not too far, and a little bit above it over the rest of the month here. But it's probably not real bright, so, but that's where you'd find it.
Okay, and what's it supposed to be near, just a little bit north of west?
A comet, like a comet, like a thing with a tail.
Oh, I heard that. I says, is it supposed to be a little bit north of west?
In other words, if you see Venus, it'll be north of that. Venus is showing up very brightly on the horizon after the sun just sets, and the comet should be in the neighborhood of that, but north of it.
Okay, well, maybe we'll try to take a look this evening. Very good. Who said Michael? Go ahead.
Hey, K6MYC, WA6AJ. Check Ralph in, Mike.
I can be.
Roger, Mike. Thank you.
Sure.
Don't forget checking in Ron, too, there, AA6S.
I got QUI and AA6S. Thanks, Mike.
And tell me what we're looking for to the west and where.
Who had the question about what we're looking for to the west? It's a comet that's just north of Venus on the western horizon, over.
Okay, roger that. That was 7-2. Thanks, Mike.
Okay, I got most of you. You got covered up by a couple of other people there, Jim, but we got it. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night for sure. And we'll take a look at it over the next few evenings here. WB6JNN and a group, K6MYC. Anybody else while I'm pointed toward the Bay Area for the Bozo Net? Over.
K6WIS is still here.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Paul. I forgot you because we had so much other traffic, which is unusual here. Go ahead, Paul.
Good evening, Mike. Good signals coming in. When you moved your antenna, you went up 1 S unit, so up at 290 it's a better situation for me. And I was listening about the comet, on the western horizon somewhere, and I read it up. It's got an 80,000-year orbit, so this is one and only time we'll get to see it. Over.
Well, I guess we better catch it while it's here, huh?
Roger that. Yeah, you're peaking 5 by 5, so great signals bouncing off the Bay Area mountains for me. Actually, I'm pointed just a bit south, more towards Mount Amanum. That's my best antenna heading for you, Mike. K6MYC in the group, K6WIS, over.
Roger. No, you're very strong. Once I moved a little bit more to the north. I was all over back and forth across the Bay Area there. We got you all okay. Do you have any other relays? Anybody in Clear Lake check in with you over?
Negative relays. As far as I know, the Clear Lake pods N1PPP and KA6OSX do not have 1296, over.
Oh, okay. How about N1PPP? I thought he had it, over.
No, he gave up on 1296. No luck for him, over.
Oh, okay, then we won't worry about it anymore. I think I heard that sometime back. He just wasn't getting enough traffic. Being in a hole there in Clearwater, Clear Lake. All right, very good. Well, the Venus thing, should be interesting and be nice if we can catch it here. Just about sundown, just after the sun goes down when it gets dark out to the western horizon, just to the north of the planet that we can see, which is Venus. Thanks for that. All right, anybody else in the Bay Area or any place, K6MYC Bozo Net? Okay, nothing heard. Let me go up to get N6RO. N6 Radio Oscar, go ahead.
K6MYC from N6 Rancho, Oakley, Bozo 835, high temperature 82, and dinner is going to be leftover fish. And what a day it was today. The drain on my kitchen sink clogged up and backed up sewage into the sink, but fortunately my handyman found the problem, and tomorrow he's going to replace all the piping underneath the sink. And I only had 4 hours sleep last night, maybe because I had 12 hours of sleep on Monday night. Anyway, we'll see you on 2 tomorrow night, N6RO.
Okay, sounding really good tonight on this bend with the 9700. Sorry about all the complaints on the audio yesterday, but it was pretty awful. I got to get that flex thing fixed. It should sound a whole bunch better. All righty, very good, Ken. I don't know what we're going to have. Matt got home a little bit late again. Last night we had mahi, which I ate at 9:30, but it was still very good, over.
Mahi is good anytime you have it.
Yes, it is. Oh, boy. I couldn't tell whether it was steak or fish. It was so good. Anyway.
They threw 4 different kinds of fish.
Yep. All right. See you tomorrow night, and try to get back on schedule. Sorry about the sink. I'm not talking about the heat sink.
Property.
I'm sorry, I doubled with you. I said, sorry about the sink, and I'm not talking about the heat sink, over.
Right. Well, it's since I own the property, I guess that's payback.
Yeah, okay. It's a good thing it was, I guess it wasn't your heat sink, it was a stink sink. Boy, backing up sewage, that's pretty awful. Was you putting the wrong stuff down the disposal?
No, it's just an accumulation that finally sealed up the trap in the piping underneath the sink. And now I'm cut that out, and it was just clogged solid with all sorts of stuff. And when the sink was full of sewage, it really stunk. In fact, I had to go outside and breathe. But it's under control now, I hope.
Well, that's good. I'd ask you to continue to describe this wonderful sink issue you had, but I'm getting sick to my stomach. Go here.
Yeah, enough of that. I can't stand it myself.
All right. Take care, Ken, and hopefully your handy guy can fix it up tomorrow. Sounds like not too much of a job. Pain in the ass and ugly and dirty and dark and hard to work in those areas. But if he's younger than you and me, he can do it easy.
Very talented. He's in the building trades. He can do plumbing, electrical, as well as wood stuff. So I'm fortunate to have him as a tenant and a supervisor of the property.
Oh, wonderful. That works out good for everybody, it looks like. All right. right, sir. Talk to you later. Frank's very quiet up there. Frank, any comments or anybody want to say hello to Ken?
I'll say hello to Ken. He's a little weak tonight. I don't know if you'll hear me, but hello, Ken. How are you? W6CBS.
I'm barely hearing Frank. Q2.
Yeah, Frank's way down for some reason. Something's not right, Frank. You're so weak for me. I can hear you, but you're nowhere near your normal strength. No matter where you're pointing, I haven't heard you anything but whisper weak. So there must be a problem there on 1296. Don't sweat it. I'm copying you, so that's the main thing. 7-3 Ken. See you tomorrow. N6 Radio Oakley, K6 MYC.
By the way, I heard Jim very loud when I pointed at him toward the Bay Area, and you're very loud when I point at you.
Yeah, well, you're always loud, except when you're not. When you're running a QRP with terrible audio, it's not loud. It's a good thing it isn't. See ya.
All right, both of you should hear me a little better now. Mike, you was in a null for me, Mike, when we pointed at the Bay Area. We know each other quite often. Is this better, Ken?
No, I can hear you now. S1 and Q4.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're S6 here, so I'm not loud, but you can hear me better as well, right, Mike?
The question?
Never mind. Go back to net control. Take it, Mike.
You're in and out, Frank. I don't know whether it's conditions or a problem, but you're stronger than you were wherever you moved it, but it's still nowhere near normal. All right, 7-3. Let's go to the area. Let's see if I can hear KR6MR tonight.
Okay, well, while you're turning, I'm now pointed at you.
That's better.
Yeah, it's just conditions tonight. We get backscatter on each other, and when we have hard conditions, our nulls are really deep.
I wouldn't doubt it. All right, let's see. KR6MR, K6MYC. Yep, it's about Q4 because of the up and down fading. You're not steady. It's a rolling up and down fade every minute, every second or so. You're up and down, up and down. But at least we're hearing you consistently now. We used to go sometimes a couple of weeks without hearing a signal. So a big improvement under any circumstances here. I wish it was better, but overall conditions on 1296 seem to be pretty poor tonight, John. KR6MR, and I'll make it a little longer transmission. I'll see if I can find a better peak. Over.
Roger, I no longer. Kilo Romeo 6, Mike Romeo, Charlie Mike 98. For anybody else that can hear me, and Mike is trying to peak on me, and we get flag out. Tomorrow night on 44.
I didn't hear anybody come back, but that was almost Q5.
Okay, that's good to hear. Okay, Mike. I got a bunch of things I got to do tonight, so I'll let you go, and I guess you can go and try and work Nevada KR6MR back to that.
Okay. Good evening, John. Thanks very much for being there, and it's not bad. If I'm trying to copy it through the speaker tonight. I should just have the Bluetooth on, and I think it'd be almost Q5. It'd be virtually Q5 with the Bluetooth on in my headphones here, or in my hearing aids. 73s, I didn't hear anybody else, but we'll take one more standby before we go north. Actually, nobody's going to be on from the north. There's nobody going to be on tonight from what I hear, and I might go up there just make one call, but I don't think we're going to have anybody in Nevada. Daniel isn't ready on 1296, and Larry is broken. He's got a 3-to-1 mismatch. Unless he fixed it today, we're not going to hear him. Anyway, 7-3, John, and we'll see you tomorrow night on 432. KR6MR, K6MYC.
Yes, sir. You're on the direct path.
Okay. You were a little stronger on the other path, but let me peek on you, Paul. Go ahead.
Oh, that's better. You came up 2 to 3 S units. You're peaking S7 now, which is stronger than the anyway, more QSB as usual on this path, but pretty good.
You're just in and out. As I'm moving back and forth across you, you're coming up and going out, up and signal and going out. Over. Really horrible QSB as far as copy goes. I'm getting enough. We could make a contact, but that's about all it's good for. 7-3, Paul. Thanks for the backup check on the direct path. The backscatter path, much better on backscatter. Okay, 7-3 for now. We'll see you tomorrow night. Okay, just a couple of calls up toward Nevada on the outside chance anybody's up there. Nevada, K6MYC, QRZ 1296, beaming Nevada and looking for check-ins in the Bozo Net. Kilowatt 6 Mexico, Yokohama, Canada. K6MYC, Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee, Charlie. Bozo Net, beaming Nevada, K6MYC, calling and standing by. Over. Okay, nothing heard from Nevada, so I think we'll give it away. Let me come back. Let's see. What was I going to come back to? Rob, are you in here? You're in here, aren't you? KR6MR, you've been very quiet tonight.
Not KMR6, KM6 SRR.
Okay, let me see if I can get a count for you. I got 19 counting me.
Roger, I got 19 also, counting me, over.
Okay. Very good. All righty, we'll let you go. Aaron's off, probably putting the kids to bed, but maybe he's back. Aaron, are you back yet?
Yes, sir. Yeah, 2 of the 3 are in bed, so now it's just the 8-year-old that can do most of the work on herself.
2 down, 1 to go, huh?
Yep.
Okay, you're loud when I point up this way. I'm still pointed toward Nevada. Okay, well, we'll see you tomorrow, no doubt. And I take it by now you kind of recovered from your Yosemite trip?
Yep, recovered from both of them and back at work. And see, tomorrow I get to drive up to Merced County and get to go to the sprawling metropolis of Hillmar and then Gustine.
Oh, way up there to Gustine, huh? Okay. Okay. Yeah. How far? I don't know about the other one city, but I know where Gustine is. Where is the other one placed reference to Gustine?
Hillmar is almost to Atwater, so it's in northern Merced County. It's not on 99, but it's not too far away from 99.
Yeah, okay. Almost north of Chowchilla, though, huh?
Yep. Yeah, that's on the northern extremities of the network.
Okay, very good. drive safe, and we'll see you, of course, tomorrow night. 73s to everybody. Frank, if you're there, 73, we'll see you tomorrow. And maybe what we ought to do tomorrow, if the weather is decent, we ought to look at the 2-meter antenna. If you're rested enough and back is in shape, we can maybe get a quick look at that and make sure it's all tip-top for Russ when he gets here. K6, W6 BBS in the group, K6 MYC.
Okay, roger that. I'll be have my brain geared up for that in the morning and get that thing buttoned up. I got a foot switch going bad, I think. We'll get that buttoned up and then move back in there on that antenna. And it's funny because I was just sitting here thinking, okay, now what's my first step on that antenna? I should have taken a note. Oh, no, I remember it was. I got to put the coils in place. That's what it is. Okay. So anyways, yeah, okay, got you covered there, boss.
All righty. We'll see you in the morning about 10 or so, and then we'll... it shouldn't take too long. If I get time, I'll go out and crank the antenna down, but I've been running later lately. And I'll probably be on 40 meters for a few minutes in the morning. 73 W6 BBS, KM6 SRR, K6 USY, and others. K6 MYC, clear. Bye-bye.
W6 BBS, going that way.
Good night, guys. K6 USY, DMO6.
Who was the other one underneath USY? Try it again.
You're just hearing my echo.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Good night, all. KM6SR, 73.
Yeah, we'll really confuse you, and I'll just play a recording back with a bunch of different voices all at the same time. We'll get you guys later. K6 USY.
Thank you. We don't have enough confusion, huh?
Hey, don't forget, Mike has run a few D-expeditions, so he can work a pileup.
Well, we'll throw one at him.
Good night, guys. W6 BBS.